Well, hello there, stranger. I hope you're doing all right today. I'm just here hanging out in my kitchen, my one-room apartment. I guess studio apartment would be the English way of saying it. But yeah, I'm just sitting here drinking my coffee, afternoon coffee. In Sweden, we call it a fika. And it is essential to our culture. It's my favorite part of the day to just have coffee, usually with something else. But anyways, yes, our whole country is manifesting Emma Chamberlain every single day, 100%. Coffee is a really big deal here. Anyways, the reason why I want to talk to you today is about something that was quite surprising to me. Like, I would have never thought that when I looked at the show, The Simple Life, that it would be so incredible and so well produced, well acted, I guess would be the word, even though a lot of it seems very genuine. But it was really, really, really well made. And I never thought that. As an avid reality TV show watcher, it was incredibly surprising how good it was. Like, I've seen season 1 and then I've seen parts of season 2. I'm not as big of a fan, even though it has some funny parts to it, absolutely. But yeah, it's just not the same. It just didn't catch the same lightning in a bottle as season 1. Season 1 is something truly incredible, in my opinion. It is just, it has such a high level of authenticity, which makes it super interesting, in my opinion, because you feel like, I mean, a lot of the time when people watch reality TV, what they want is some kind of truth or some kind of reality. They want to see humans acting the way humans do. And I love it. I've always watched, I have always really enjoyed reality TV shows. I used to watch a lot of MTV back in the day. So my brain cells pretty much, yeah, they're not here anymore. No, I'm just kidding. But I've watched a lot of reality TV shows. I just have. And this one was the first time in a really long time that I felt like I was looking at something that was really real, and where all of the people were endearing in that human way that we're always looking for. Like, you don't want that perfect, spotless in terms of characteristic flaws human being that is just perfect and it's just always great and all. It's so incredibly fake. It's so incredibly fake, and humans don't relate to it, which is why when you're watching like a lot of Hollywood movies nowadays, or just movies in general, I'm not saying that there aren't any good movies coming out. I don't stay that updated, honestly. But there, a lot of the big money productions that are coming out, it's not connecting to people the way that those movies have connected to people previously. And I think it's just this lack of authenticity always, like, and that's the same problem too with when feminists want to make like really feminist characters, so then they make them completely unhuman and they just make them super perfect, and like all the like that everything is external in terms of like the things that they have to work on because they're already perfect. It's so incredibly stale, it's so incredibly unrelatable, and like, I remember Jenna Marbles said in a video, I think it was about, what is it called, Vine, I think, a lot of years ago, and she said, we're gonna go and watch people be people, or something along those lines, that it's so accurate. Like, all these platforms, they come in and they present like a lot of different aspects, but a lot of new ways of communicating like their humanity, I guess. Okay, we don't really care about that. But anyways, back to The Simple Life. My point is that Simple Life was really an incredible piece of TV history, you might say. It was really early from what I understand, or pretty early, like in terms of reality TV shows in the way that we look at them today, which is like not scripted and more humans, just putting humans in a place and then filming them, like that type of format, you might say. I just have to say that in terms of a business move for Paris, and especially looking at what she has become today and the brand that she's been able to build, the product that she's been able to create, like a bunch of different things. I mean, it's really incredible what she ended up, or where she really started off. I mean, obviously there was like revenge for that, but I mean, I don't really want to put that as a vocal point of why she is like a, almost billionaire today, you know. No, but it was an incredible business move. I think she really understood why this was such a special project. Like, you can see her mentioning that in the reunion, and they were asking her, oh, why wouldn't you do it, why wouldn't you do something that is more familiar to you? And she was like, oh, what's the fun in that, you know? She wanted to create something that was special and something that stood out and stuff like that, and I feel like she was really successful at doing that. And then on top of that, they found a family that was so just, I'm gonna keep saying the word, but they're just so, they come across as very authentic and like very honest in the way that they communicate, and like a group of people with hearts, and I think that's kind of where it goes wrong. I mean, this is a whole nother story, but where it goes wrong in season 2, because they put them up with a bunch of different families who come in with the attitude that they're like, oh, we're gonna show these girls don't know shit or whatever. Like, it's, you come in, like the families now, they come in with the notion that they're the villains and they need to teach them or whatever, and then they're like, oh, but we're gonna give you a bunch of rules. Oh, why aren't you following the rules? Okay, probably because they, like, if you're going into it with that attitude, why would you want to like be around if you're a grown adult? Like, why would you want to listen to those rules? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Anyways, that's a whole nother video. But my point is that yeah, this family, I mean, I just feel like it's such a great story of people, completely different people coming together. That's really what I find endearing about it. It's like these city girls and then these country people actually share an understanding of each other and appreciation for each other, and they develop these things over time merely by spending time together and having like open hearts, or I don't know what you would really call it, but that they're open to them in some way and not just looking at them like there's something wrong with them. It seems like they are genuinely curious of the girls. It seems like they are genuinely trying to help them or understand them and stuff like that. And I mean, yeah, like Paris and Nicole, they come in and they are these crazy over the top individuals because they've lived crazy over the top, crazy, like, I don't even know what else to say about it, lives. Like, and I'm not saying that their behavior is always right, and I'm not saying that their behavior is always wrong. I don't think that the whole show is really about which side is the right side and which side is the bad side. Like, to me, looking at it from a lens of 2021, I'm just looking at this like a human story of people coming together and being able to develop something that is really nice, like a familiar bond. And I really, really enjoyed that. And then, like, on top of it, of course, there's just so many, like, legendary, funny moments, because Paris, but especially Nicole, she has great comedic timing, and Paris too. I mean, all of them. And yeah, you know, it just because the family also is so diverse in terms of the different ages, you get like all aspects of life, like the small child, and then it's like the teenagers, and even before that, like the kids in middle school, and then you get the grown-ups, and then you get the grandparents. Like you get all of them being there together with these like super over the top, funny, just like anyone else, flawed individuals. And I don't know, I just really like that dynamic. I love the bonds that they're able to develop with each other. And one day I think I would want to like sit down and make a better video about this that isn't just, you know, like me talking about it a bunch. I want it to be a little bit more organized and not just me sitting in my kitchen that needs to be cleaned like 3 days after moving. You know, it's a little bit of a hectic time, and I don't really feel like I have the time and the energy to put it in to proper, or not proper, but maybe like my preferred my preferred expectations for a video, I guess, because 2021 is a very different times from 2013, you know, like I expect a certain level of quality most of the time if I'm watching, unless the people are just spectacular. But anyways, yeah, this has been fun. I enjoyed talking to you, I guess. Not I guess, that's mean. I enjoyed talking, so if you enjoyed it, maybe, you know, consider leaving a like, maybe subscribe if you want to. I don't really know what else to say. Maybe you didn't like it, and then you can let me know what you didn't like about it, and just tell me about it in the comments, so then I can improve, you know, that would be great too. Whichever way you want to express yourself sounds good to me. Anyways, this has been a Swedish Jester production, and I'm gonna just say good night. Good night.